Well, we had the grapes, but back in the 70s, we were around 77, we were up in Napa, and it was still when the Napa wineries were mom and pop. A couple of big wineries were just starting to break ground and being built. But we enjoyed going to these little mom and pop stuff where we were on their back patio of their house. The wife would be in cooking a pie or something, and we'd walk in, we'd be the only ones there, and they had the white wines chilling in the old Pepsi cooler in the water, you know, and more places we went to and just enjoying ourselves, you know, and talking to the people. But the only thing, it just took us over 40 years to finally get into it to where we decided to do it.
Right, till we both came close to retirement age and started a whole new career for ourselves. But that's when you can do it, you know, when you don't have to work 8 to 5 every day. My name is Wendy Hammond, and I'm the co-proprietor here at Moravia Wines.
I'm Rich Hammond. I am also the co-proprietor of the Moravia Winery, along with my wife, Wendy. There were a number of years I was just as a hobby making wine for our family for Christmas presents. When people started saying, have you got any more of that stuff? So, yeah, so most of these are the State Fair. California has the State Fair has a nice big competition for wines made in California. And so we've done real well. We've gotten gold, silvers, and bronzes there. And the same thing with Orange County. When the judges are awarding out the awards, and they're noticed we're from Fresno, we had one judge said, see, good things can come out of the Central Valleys.
We opened in 2012. That's when our first grandchild was born, so he is as old as the winery. We're located in an old farm and equipment barn that was built in the 40s. We've added a patio for private events, a production building a few years ago. In addition to all of that, we have a lovely playground for kids to play, so mom and dad can have a glass of wine while the kids enjoy the playground. Our name, Moravia, is the name of the immigrant ship that brought my husband's family from Denmark in 1885. So that's the SS Moravia, that ship over there. And it has 2 slides and a fireman's pole, and it's fun. Our primary event space is here. We can do an event for about 350, and that now surrounds this area. We carved a space out of the vineyard to create a ceremony area. This is our bridal patio, and then this room is where the bridesmaids and the bride all get ready. So they have their own little studio with makeup stations.
Hi, we're at Moravia Wines today. I'm Karen Gray. I'm the tasting room manager as well as the wine club manager. I've been here 8 years and love what we do in serving our customers.
And my name is Sean Gray. Karen is my better half. I also work here at the winery, been doing this for about 8 years now. So I got into wine probably roughly about 8-9 years ago. We actually heard about Moravia Wines from a tasting room that was in town, and that is what brought us out here.
People become family when they come to Moravia. That's how we look at it. When you come here and you taste wine, we just want you to really have a great experience and enjoy the wine and the beautiful venue. So when you come to Moravia Wines and do a tasting, we always welcome everyone with one of our sparklings. Today we're going to be pouring our Blanc de Blanc, which is a Chardonnay-based sparkling. It's going to be crisp, dry, very little sweetness on it. This makes for a great, refreshing sparkling. Champagne, a lot of people know it as champagne. However, we call it a sparkling wine here at Moravia. And it also is wonderful for making mimosas. So I'm going to pour a little bit of the sparkling now.
And for our next wine that we have, this is one of our specialties known as the HUGGE 24. It is a blend of 4 of the grapes that we actually grow here on the property. So we have some Cab Franc, Petit Verdot, Cab Sauv, and Merlot. HUGGE is also known, it's become known here as the dog wine. Every edition has a different dog on the front of it. As you can see on this one has the owner's dogs, which is Rowley and Mogan. And this is the 4th edition of a HUGGE that we have had.
And so for our next wine, we're going to pour our first ever released here at Moravia Wines, our Primitivo. This is going to be very fruity at the front end and a very nice smooth finish. What's unique about this wine is you can serve it 2 different ways. Primitivo is a sibling grape to a Zinfandel. We grow this grape right out on our front gates here at Moravia. We have marketed this wine first and foremost as a chilled red that you can pair with barbecue. However, our favorite way to drink the Primitivo is room temperature, like a traditional red would be drank, and we like to pair it with pizza or pasta or even a caprese salad. So this is Moravia's first ever Primitivo.
So as you can see with the Primitivo, it is more on the lighter side as far as the color of the wine itself. Being Primitivo is typically a younger wine, typically more fruit forward. As you can see on the, it's hard to see on here, but on the legs on this is very light. It's only at 10% alcohol.
This is just a sampling of some of our wines, so we invite you to come and choose. You can actually choose from an all white tasting, a red and white tasting, or an all red tasting. We also invite you to come out for our Friday night happy hours that we have. We are family friendly, so feel free to bring a picnic and bring your children or grandchildren that they can play on the playground.
When I started putting some of my blends together, one of our blends, Mavina, I put 7 wines in it. And some of the people were saying, well, you can't put seven wines together. Why can't you put so? And now people are blending wines with all kinds of different varieties together. Every time we make a new one, it's always different. My philosophy of winemaking is just putting what goes well together, not just making it 1 or 2 wines, but it's always fun to, California has so many wines, why not throw them together, you know? And there's more wines coming into California, from Portugal, from Spain. So that thing is going to keep on going, trying different varieties with each other and seeing how they get along in the bottle. The one thing about reds, you know, when we crush something like this year, when we crushed it this in August or September, the reds we're not probably going to see for 2 years, maybe even longer. White wines, we make the white wine, we crush that September, we're bottling it in March. It's on your table in April or May. So it's a different process with the whites. You're always busy with that. So it's a fun thing. It's busy time until after March, after bottling. So. And as our staff has grown, I find I have more wives than just the one as time goes on. I'm just a workman here, you know.
And probably our biggest conflict over the years has been my desire to create a beautiful venue, and Rich would say, it's a ranch, it's a farm. The brides and grooms just have to get used to it. If there's tanks of wine fermenting with fruit flies all over the place. And I'll say, no, that can't be out there when the wedding happens.
You know, wine is made for bringing people together, and that's what we like to see when the tasting room is full here. We're figuring people are coming together, having a good time. It's fun being part of that. So.